goodness. If you want to hear the rest of that, go get it because it's. I put it in the chat. It's awesome. Sunbreak. It's called Hidden. Welcome to Acute Mania Live. I've been doing a different. You're on mute, Tannis. By the way, I don't want you to start speaking, and we can't hear you. That'd be awful, wouldn't it? Tannis is back from live. Yeah. You know, it's a Thursday, but it's a Monday also. No, Tannis is back from Lives Lost. There, I got it. I think. I thought I heard the door. Must be the cat. Anyway, welcome back to the show, man. It's nice to have you back.
Thank you. Very nice to be back, man. Really appreciate you having me, Scott. I expect to be here, man.
Yeah, we kind of did this a little bit last minute. I kind of had the idea when I saw the announcement. Of course, I saw it on Rain Aziz. Rain Aziz, this is a really old shirt, actually, by them. When I saw it on their story of the show in Carlisle, I was like, you know what, I got to go. There's no reason I shouldn't go to that because, well, for one, I know you guys and you're opening. And two, I know several people in that area that I have.
I love it.
Alex is the only one I met in person. He actually spent the night here. Oh, gosh, when was that? November-ish? I don't know. I can't
Wow,
remember.
that's very cool.
He was doing like a little solo tour and by himself, and he's like, "Do you mind if I crash there, like during my tour?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's fine." So he did.
That's awesome.
So yeah, we got to hang out for a little bit. He was pretty tired, so we didn't really do much. And I was thinking about we should have a pop-up show, like, hey, Alex is right here, but he was tired, so I didn't.
Oh yeah,
I
it makes sense.
I didn't force it on him, so.
Tour is tiring, man.
Huh?
Tour is tiring.
I've still not done one. I don't know if I don't know if I want to because I hear all these horror stories, but I also hear these great stories of how
it's like it's not like a vacation. I hate when people say that because it's definitely not.
Well, you're working.
Yeah, it's like imagine you had to work your customer service job on the road in different states every day of the week for a couple weeks. And, in between that, you have to drive way farther than you've ever had to drive before.
Yeah, that's true.
And
try to make it there on the money that you made on the last show.
Yeah, try and break even, God forbid. Now with gas prices the way they are, you might as well got to make sure you got a hybrid to make it work.
True. Or something, it's electric, or I guess that would be hybrid, right?
We took a hybrid our last tour.
How'd
Best gas mileage I've ever had on a tour.
Okay, yeah. So there's some people, I don't know, maybe it's the newer vehicles, but I keep hearing these stories of people getting stranded because there's no charging stations. Have you heard about these stories?
Yeah, so I didn't have a straight electric. We had a hybrid, so
right,
they still. Yeah, but I have heard people get stuck with no charger station. You got to take a charging station while you have it.
Yeah, or plan it out better, plan your trip out better. Or something. Yeah, I don't know. I think there's way more now. I mean, I don't have that, but.
Yeah, so back in the day, this is a random fact for all you listeners out there. I used to work at the Antique Automobile Club of America in the library.
Hell yeah.
And fun fact, the electric vehicle was one of our first vehicles here in the States.
Really?
We used to have hella electric charging stations. And it's kind of full circle, baby. Here we are 100 years later. Electric vehicles all over again.
They
didn't work well the first time. Gas did overtake them. So
when was for the first electric vehicle? When was that?
1908, I think, if I remember correctly.
What was it? How was it built? Do you know? I mean, you worked there.
So old cars were essentially like chassis and a smaller body with a big battery.
That's
if you've ever seen like a 1914 Ford?
Yeah, like the Model T stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That design was pretty much every car back then, I would say. So it looked like that, but it had a crank. Some of them had cranks. Some of them you plug into a station. Very interesting.
I can't imagine. Okay, I was telling you a little bit about my new podcast thing that I'm doing. It's funny that you mentioned this because it's all about road rage. I
love that.
I don't have the road rage where I get out of the vehicle at a stoplight and yell at somebody or beat on their car. I don't have that, but I do have like it makes the veins pop in my head. Basically, just I get so frustrated with the way people drive. I don't know how they get through. I don't get it. So it's a lot about that. But can you imagine driving around in the 20s when there was no laws, there was no stoplights, but there's like
Yeah.
a billion cars on the road. Like
Yeah.
there was a lot of
There
accidents. I
were
know that.
actually significantly less cars then because people couldn't afford them,
That's true.
you
Yeah,
know?
but the ones that
Um,
could were on the road, and there was no laws. You know.
yeah, that's very true. No, that is very true. But there was just so significantly less that I don't think it was a problem. It was like the nation's
Yeah,
elite. So even if there was a problem, we would have never known, you
that's
know?
true.
Could have done a hit and run classic 1920s
I'm sure there was
style.
plenty of those. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. We would have never known, you know?
The mob was probably like, you know what, we can do this and not even and just get away with it. You know, we don't
Yeah,
have
literally.
trouble
It's
for
so
it.
crazy how far we've come in 100 years as a
Yeah,
society,
and it's kind of
as
scary
a
too.
planet, really.
It's scary. It's kind of scary that we haven't
It
gotten
is.
better with emissions, and so I don't want to get into that, but like you know what I mean. But it's just
No, 100%. Dude,
it's
we have a
crazy
song about it, you know? The
about
first
emissions.
song we ever released as a band is Forward Yesterday, and it's literally about that. It's like, man, we keep moving forward, but we're not learning from yesterday.
I think
So
we
how
talked
are
about
we
that on the
actually
last
moving
show
forward?
sometime, in some part. I listened to a little bit of the last show last night.
Yeah,
Just
I think it did come up. Yeah. I'm
yeah.
very big into that, you know. I'm a hippie autistic, as I like to say, you know.
We since I've talked to you, I've actually played a show. Me and Rob. I don't know if I talked about Invisible Rob the last time, but Rob is my probably my best friend, and he plays guitar in this band that we have kind of going. And a band from Yonkers that I've had on the show, Maintenance. They drove down. They were doing like a little East Coast run, and
Mhm.
they came down. They brought a band from New York City called Gal, and they came right to the venue right down the road from me, and we opened that show.
Oh, very sick.
And another band, local band, Drugstore Skinny, also opened. And but the stuff that I kind of write about in that entity is about that stuff too. But it's more philosophy based.
Okay.
So I don't know. It's kind of is that a new tattoo you have on your sleeve your sleeve extension?
This now
Yeah,
I've had this. Actually, I think last time I was in here, I think I had a long sleeve on.
I'd have to go back and look.
I think. But I don't wear short sleeves a lot. I've been starting to more, you know, my
It's
wife's
definitely
like,
hot outside early for some reason.
oh, it's hot as
It should not be
hell.
this hot yet. You know, it was
No, global
really hot.
warming, baby. Even if it's a hoax, something's happening. It's hot, man.
But in the wintertime, that doesn't apply for some reason. It's not warm. It's really cold. You know.
Yeah, it's no in between. It's crazy.
Well, I've been following you guys since
Yeah.
that show. You know, off and on. You know, just
Oh, thank you,
I
man.
follow so many bands. It's hard to keep up with everybody. I didn't
Yeah.
even know about the new release until we started talking, and I was like, you know what do they have out? I'm sure because Champagne was the last one that I knew that you had released because you're really
Yeah.
good with announcing things like
Thank you.
you're the guy that everybody needs. You need to do that you could do that for Acute Media Live. You could do that for other bands. You could probably make a killing doing that because I know it's expensive. Like social media managers, it's a lot of money.
Yeah, man. I try and get it out there, you know. I appreciate you saying that. It's a
Sure.
big stressor for me because I feel like no matter how much I'm trying, how hard I'm trying to like promote something, I'm never doing enough. You know, I feel that way
Yeah,
anyway. So
but if you don't keep doing it, you're not. You know, there's going to be that one day that somebody sees it, somebody big sees it. They're going to be like,
yeah,
you know, and then they're going to listen, and they're not going to know unless you keep doing that. You know, and I think I don't think it's a
exactly.
dead end street. You know, and the only dead end street is if you quit making music and you're just promoting the
100%.
same thing over and over and
I
over again.
think Reign of Z and Divide the Fall, they both do really well on social media too.
Yeah, I know Rain Z does. I try to keep tabs on their stuff.
Yeah, so
They were on the show. Gosh, they were probably one of the first 10 guests on this show. I think
that's
maybe
awesome. They're a
7.
great band, man. I
Yeah,
really
they're great
respect
people.
them. So I'm excited. We actually, it's funny. So you're coming out to that show. It's on Thursday, but on Saturday, 5/18, we're playing with Drowning Pool and
I
Saliva
saw that.
at
I saw
XL
that.
Live. That's probably the biggest show I've ever played. I don't know though, because my metalcore band, we played with August Burns Red and Ice Nine Kills the one year.
That's
So that was
crazy.
huge, but Ice Nine wasn't huge yet, you know?
Oh well, but he is
It
now.
was before, no, it was right after Every Trick in the Book came out. Um,
I
and
was
I think that album was a turning point for them, but they weren't huge yet, you know?
I was looking. I can't remember if it was you. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Was it you guys that are going to be opening for Limbs? Or not?
Yes. We're playing with Alisana and Limbs next month. Yes.
I might have to come back because I love Limbs. Limbs is the shit.
I
I'm
love
not,
that. They're a fucking cool band. Tell you what, Scott, if you come out to that, bring a friend. I'll pay for your ticket
I don't have
for
any
that.
friends. I don't have any friends that travel with me. Nobody
All
likes to
right,
travel.
that's fine.
It might
I
be my drive.
I stand by that. I'll pay for your ticket. You come out to that one.
I will. It's just hard to get people locked into, like a lot of my friends can't leave during the week or can't. They have
Yeah.
something on the weekend, and
Oh, trust me, dude.
I plan it way ahead in advance. But for this, I really didn't. I knew like 2 weeks ahead of time, and I was like, you know what?
I love
Yeah,
that.
I'm
I'm so happy you're coming out. It's gonna be
Yeah.
nice to meet you in real life. That's one of my favorite things about, excuse me, being a musician is like I get to meet so many people I've met on the internet through being a musician.
Yeah, I mean, I've
Like,
met several of the guests that I've had on.
I
And
love
you
that.
guys are you guys are so close. There's no reason I don't need it. I
Yeah,
need to
remind me, refresh me. Are you in Virginia or West Virginia?
West Virginia, yes,
West Virginia. I
Yes,
love that.
yes. I
I spent a lot of time in West Virginia in my
remember
late
saying
teens.
that. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, nice state,
Over in the
very
Panhandle,
beautiful.
over near Martinsburg, right?
Yep, very beautiful space. I like Martinsburg too.
Yeah. It's my sister lived over in that area for a while. She's actually down in Virginia now, but she lived over in Inwood. I'm sure you know where Inwood is.
Yep.
Right next
My
to it.
sister, ironically, was also she's in the Navy, but she was in Virginia. She actually came out to we played this place in Virginia, if you haven't been there, in Martinsville, I think.
Oh yeah, that's down. Yeah, I haven't been there.
Called Madam's Oddities. It's like a DIY punk space.
That sounds
really
cool.
neat spot. You gotta check it out. Look
Is
it
it
up
like
sometime.
a museum of oddities?
So
Also?
yeah, she's a thrift shop, but also has oddities.
That's
Very, very cool. It was a very cool show. Very intimate. It was packed. It was packed.
Yeah.
There was like 60 people, probably 50, 60 people, and this small little space in the back of her oddity shop. I think the cap is like 60, 70 people.
That's awesome.
So, it was packed. It was awesome.
Last time you were on, I'm sorry. Last time you were on, I remembered. I was promoting the show with the spirit people. Remember my friend that does the paranormal?
Yes, I do remember that. We talked about how much me and Aaron love ghosts and ghost hunting.
Yeah, that was okay. So that show was fine. He brought his the guy that does it with him, Marcus. He brought him down. We had a great time. It was kind of funny. There's a funny spot in there if you just have to watch it. But he came back a few weeks ago. I had a guy. He lives down in North Carolina that does paranormal investigating, but he used to play in bands. So he was wanting to promote his show a little bit. So I was like, well, yeah, come on the show. Let's talk. So I had Danny from Spirit Walk come over and co-host that show with me.
That's awesome.
Well, it was until okay. So this is what happened. So the night that we had our show, our band show, he was going to come down, but he couldn't go. He got a house call, like somebody that he had been to their house investigating stuff happening. They called him back and said, "Who is this?" Oh, they called him back and said to come back. That she was still getting poltergeist activity of things, so he had to go there. Okay, in the middle of this show with the guy from North Carolina, we're just sitting right here, and my camera goes off, completely off. Our audio is still fine, but our camera just, and it's never ever done that. It's directly connected.
Okay.
We're connected every other way. Just you can't see us at all. It just froze. So I had to like completely restart the thing. It was almost like it drained battery or something, which is a ghostly, spooky thing. Well, I don't know if this is the reason why, but I'm convinced that it is. Okay, so when he went and did that investigation of the poltergeist person, they got it investigated, and they got it down to the whatever's making things happen is in this mirror, this old mirror that she had in her house, and he had that in his vehicle in his trunk, parked in my driveway. So that's why my thing screwed up. I think I'm convinced it is.
I think you're onto something. I think you're right.
But I didn't even know that until we were on the show. Like I would have been like, well, park on the street just to make sure that nothing happens.
Yeah.
He's always doing those things to me though. He's always bringing spirit things here, but it's fun. He's
dangerous game. I hope you saged.
I asked him if he saged the mirror, And he said, well, they blessed the mirror. I don't know whatever he does. I don't know what he does. I was like, well, apparently he didn't take care of it because it's messing with me. He's
I love
fun.
that.
He's fun. Anyway. Yeah, I was looking on your Instagram after I saw that show announcement. I was like, man, they got a crap ton of stuff coming up. You're releasing music. You're doing the thing. This is the time of year that a lot of bands do this. You know, everybody, especially in the North, have been cooped up in the wintertime. You know, nobody's really traveling or anything. So you're making
100%.
music, and here it is, and it's good. It's good stuff.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Definitely our heaviest song yet. So excited for this to be part of the world.
I thought I would play. I thought I would play that one second.
Okay, okay.
Because it's Champagne's a little bit more. Isn't Champagne a cover, or am I right about that?
No, so we had a cover in between the two songs. Let Me
Okay.
Down Slowly. We covered the TikTok song.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay? So are you an analytics person? Do you go and look at?
Dude, I'm a numbers guy. I work in banking for my day job. I love numbers.
Yeah, I could use some help with that, with banking.
Hey, any financial advice you need. It can't be legal advice, but I can definitely hook you up.
Well, you know, it's more like, you know, I do all my banking online. Probably a lot of people do,
Most-
but
yeah,
I do,
most
I do
people.
the Chime. The Chime has been working good, and I have horrible credit, so I use the credit builder program thing, and that's been helping.
Yeah.
But my thing now is like investing. Like, I know that's not really in your league, but like that's one thing that I don't get. Like, do I buy it when it's surging, or do I buy it when it's?
You
how do
buy
I
it when
go
it's
back up?
down and hope to God it surges again.
Yeah, I don't know if I have time for that. You know, I think that's why there's people that are paid to do that for you. You know.
100%.
I was hoping the Three Leagues guys would be in the chat. They might be. There's a couple people watching. I see. As of
Hey,
right
everybody.
now. You want to listen to a little bit of Champagne? We won't listen to the entire thing, just unless you want to.
I do love Champagne. I'm very proud of that song.
What's this? Is it about champagne, like the liquid champagne?
Have you ever seen the movie Happiness? It's like a dark, super dark American comedy. So there's a scene with John. What's John's last name? Anyway, I'll think about it. What his name is? He's an actor. Anyway, he is getting broken up with on this date at this fancy restaurant, and he gives this speech about how, you know, this chick thinks she's this, that, and the other, and then he's like, "Well, I'm champagne, and you're shit until the day you die," and then goes on this even bigger rant. And we actually originally, the first version of this song had that sample on the song. It started off with that reverse guitar that starts in the intro, and it was him. We pitch shifted it to be lower, and it was like, "I'm champagne and you're shit until the day you."
And you took it out? It's not in there now?
We couldn't get it cleared from Universal.
Oh, those bastards.
It was just too long. It was just slightly too long.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately. But what I'm saying, what I'm getting at is Champagne's our fuck you song, you know, pardon my language. It's our FU song.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's about finding that inner value in yourself and saying, I'm Champagne, this person that's treating me wrong, they're shit. And you know what? They're unworthy of me. They don't deserve to be in my life. Fuck them. Bye. So
I'm sure there's a lot of people who relate to that in some way.
100%.
All
Yeah,
right,
the song seems to be doing well for us. So I think you're right, boss.
Let's take a little listen to Champagne by Lives Lost. And it's available everywhere. Everywhere. Like, you know.
On the World Wide Web.
You should sing along to it.
I should take a long karaoke.
We need karaoke.
I know just what you're trying to find, planting every little line. I can see right through your guise, frustrating, open your eyes. I see every little lie, you fake every little line. I'm no good at goodbyes. Too gazing, you cry. Can't you see you're hiding who you are?
so damn good. I can't wait to see that live. That's so good.
Thank you, man. That part is so hard to play. And so for the show that you're seeing us, we're going to be like, it's actually kind of a special show. So we used to play as a 3-piece, and for this show, we are going to be playing as a 3-piece.
What? Okay, wait. Where was the catch right there? When you did I miss something?
No. That show you're catching, though, we're going to be a 3-piece because some of my guys aren't available. And we have that ability. You know, we're talented enough to cover multiple instruments, I guess.
That's great. Yeah.
Which is kind of cool, honestly. We don't get to do that often. So when we do, it's nice. But that section, that next section that you cut off is like tremolo picking. It's like very metal. You know, so it's like.
Oh, you don't have it plugged in? You should plug it in. Give us a lesson on how to play it.
It gets so popular with that. Especially because I have the door closed, so my wife doesn't have to put up with my loud ass.
Oh, well, she married you for a reason. She married you for a reason. Oh, hey, before I forget, I want to save me that shirt if you have it available.
We do have it available. We will have it with.
I was going to go ahead and get it online, and I was like, no, I'm going to the show. Why would I get it now?
No,
I can wear it at the show, but I can do that. I can get it on.
I like it.
Get it on for sure. Yeah, I need some new Rain Z merch too. I mean, like this is like when they were on the show like 4 years ago is when I got this.
Wow.
So
that's a great looking shirt for a 4-year-old shirt, though. It looks nice.
There it is. Yeah.
That's so sick.
It's nice. I like it.
Yeah.
It's very comfy. I've slept in it a couple times actually. That's when you know that people have good merch is when you can sleep in the shirt. You know.
I agree. I think you'll be able to sleep in the shirt that we have too.
You can't skimp on the cheap shirt material. You just can't do it.
I'd rather pay $1 or $2 more for good stuff.
Yeah, something it's got to be comfy, and you know, sometimes you get a large and it's like draping on me, and it's like and it's scratchy. You know, the scratchy. You know, I'm not going to mention any names because some people they have a budget. They'll figure it out after a while. You know.
100%.
Are you guys planning on releasing like an album or anything in the near future, or by the end of the year? Do you what's your goals for like that kind of stuff?
We're gonna be releasing like a singles EP.
Okay.
And this is not an end. Yeah. We're gonna be doing that, and we're also gonna be recording a full-length record
this year.
Yeah, it's gonna be recorded this year. We're going to shop it around a little bit. I don't know. We might stay independent, you know, but the big thing is we want to record something without label help because, well, we want to create what we want to create, you know?
Yeah.
We had a couple offers over the last few months for a label, nothing super major, but at least a mid-range label. And something weird about it for me is like, I'm a business person, right? So being a business person in the world of music, it's like this field is built for business people to make money off of musicians. Straight up. That's how the system is. You know, there's about 8 million different ways to make money off of an artist, but as an artist, there's only like 5 ways you can make money.
Right.
So
speaking of making money, something is working because there's Sid is in the chat, and Sid says, "Yo, didn't even know this was live streaming today until about a half an hour ago, but I've been wearing my champagne shirt all day."
I love that. Those are limited run merch items, so you know Sid is a top tier lost one.
There you go.
We love Sid. Thank you for being here, Sid. We love you. She's the best.
So you know who that is then?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Is that the number one fan?
Is Sid our number one? She's up there, man. We got a good core group of fans for sure. Sid might be number one. You know, I might just have to give it to her off the principle that she's in here right now. You know,
she said no. I don't know what she's saying no to, but she just said no. Oh, maybe are you the number one fan? I think she's responding to that. She says no.
Yeah.
Will I meet Sid on Thursday a couple weeks?
I don't know. I know she's been back and forth about maybe she might come out to that show, but I'm not sure if she's going to come out to it.
I'll bring her a keychain. I have limited. These are limited edition.
Look at that.
So
I love that.
Sid, if you come out, I will bring you a keychain, just like I will.
And
bring
I'm
you-
giving her a lanyard. The first, she actually has yet to catch a Lives Lost show live. She
What?
is she's up towards.
Me too.
I forget where she's at. She's a little ways away from
Okay.
us.
Farther than me. It's about 3.5 hours.
I would say about the same distance as you, probably.
So there's no reason she can't come to that show.
I love that.
No excuses now.
But no, she's awesome. But when she comes to a show, I'm gonna hook her up with a lanyard, some Lives Lost swag. She's always sharing her stuff, always commenting, and we've had a lot of really great conversations. Sid's awesome. I love all of our fans, all of our lost ones. If you don't know, that's what we call our fans,
Yeah.
lost ones.
I do.
And we just have the best burgeoning fan base on the planet. And I don't care if it's 30 people. I don't care if it's 300 people, 3,000 people. I don't care. I
Yeah.
just love that I can connect with these people on a deeper level. We have this sense of community, and it's just special, man. I feel like we can all be ourselves around each other,
For sure.
and
yeah.
having that type of a connection with a fan is amazing.
And you can get honest feedback from some of them too. Like honest feedback. On
100%.
that helps. A lot of
Sid
people don't-
corrects my spelling very often. She's so nice for doing that. Because I'll post something, dude. I crackhead post sometimes. I'll okay, ready. And she'll be like, "Hey," and I love that. It's like having a personal band spell check assistant. I love that.
Alex Danola is also in your area, and we were talking before we went live.
I love Alex.
He's actually stayed with me while he was out on tour. Well, we were talking. I can't remember if it was that night we were talking about it. I think it was. That he had turned off his all of his auto check spelling thing on his iPhone so he could relearn how to spell because he said he was getting dumber. I recently did that. Now I have to actually think about spelling. It sucks.
Yeah, I
but,
should probably do the same thing.
I was like, that's a good idea. I'm going to start doing that because I couldn't spell definitely.
I
For
love
the
that.
longest time, and I still can't really do it. I still have to think about it, sound it out. You know what I mean?
The guys at work, I'll send a message in our teams at work, and I type this is how fast I type.
She said
Like
she's coming.
that.
She's coming to the Alisana show. She'll be there.
I knew she was coming to the Alisana show. That's gonna be a banger show.
I might
for
actually be at that show also. I'm gonna have to really. I have quite a bit of traveling coming up. Everybody's playing, but nobody's playing around here. Well, there's
Yeah.
a few. There's a few.
I don't know any venues out in West Virginia off the top of my head.
Well, wait, okay. Here's something that I didn't want to. I'm not going to say where or who it is, just for different reasons. But okay, I just want to know if this is a thing in your area.
Okay.
There's okay in this city, not this city. I'm just saying, just in general. They are wanting to change the reasons or the rules for venues having bands, and they're wanting to let me pull it up here just for my reference. I'll let you know what they're doing, and it's kind of crap. It's like, what are you really? Let me get it real quick here. I'll get it ready. Okay. So they are the city. They're trying to make it that every band plays. Oh wait, every band that plays, they have to file for a city business license, and if you don't, they fine the bands $50.
Fuck that. I would
in
never
order to,
play there ever again.
in order to get a city license, you have to have a state license first.
No,
I know.
fuck
I
that.
just never heard of this. Like, why would they be? It's around here. I'm just not going to say where it's at, but I've never ever heard of that. And they say that the state doesn't require bands to have a license or file taxes unless you make at least $3,000 a show, which makes sense. There has to be a certain tax happening there, but
yeah.
for these, and that's so typical for around here. It's like something good happens, and they do everything in their power to make it so it can't anymore.
Which is so crazy because isn't West Virginia, and this is not a dig on West Virginia.
No, I understand. Yeah, sure.
But I think you guys are in the bottom portion of the
everything.
United States
Of everything.
in everything, infrastructure,
Yes.
work-life balance, like income, all of it. You guys are in the top, or I'm sorry, bottom like 10 states, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, yeah. And we're
And,
last to do anything. We're always last to get certain things.
Yeah.
Like,
So you'd think a state that is impoverished would do everything to
You would think.
bring. You know, it's
I
like
just- I
I
just
know
wanna know if that
Alabama
was-
has a lot of weird rules
I
like
just don't-
that too.
I need to look. I need to look that up for other states to see if that happens anywhere. And like ask some of the.
No,
guests that I've
I
had.
can't think of a single state that I've ever
It doesn't
read
make any
about
sense
that.
to me. Like, why would you want to? Okay, for one thing, they're bringing money to the economy, the local economy. They're going to.
100%.
They've got to get gas. They've got to eat and cigarettes and things like that. They're not going to only spend their money at the venue.
No, no way.
They're going to spend money locally. They're just, I don't see the
100%.
in that. I really don't see the point in. I need to speak to the manager. Basically, is what I'm saying.
I love that. I
to
need to speak to the manager all the time. My wife gets super embarrassed.
Are
So
you
I'm
one
like
of
the
those
first. Oh, I'm a Karen. I'm Karen.
You're a
Save my
Darren.
Karen.
You're a Darren if you're a male.
Huh?
Yeah, you're a kid.
Oh, she said I'm a Ken. That's a male equivalent of Karen.
I thought it was a Darren. Darren and
Oh.
Karen.
Actually, yeah.
A Darren. I
Yeah.
like that.
I think you're a Darren for sure.
Yeah. Not in a way that is mean to like the server or something, but like if I get a burger that's like I order it well done and it's like still bleeding,
Or
I'll
moving.
be like,
Yeah.
yeah, nope, send that back.
Well, yeah, I mean
It's ground
that's just
beef.
that's. I've gotten a hamburger like that at McDonald's before that was like mooing,
What?
and it's like, are you kidding
That's
me?
the
Like,
last place I'd eat moo.
it's
from.
always overburnt here. Why is it rare? Like what has happened? What happened here? Somebody had one job and they didn't do it. Is what happened.
That's wild to me.
Well, we don't have to talk about dicks anymore and wieners like we did on the last show. So let's listen to IED, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about. I found something in my search of the area of a weird landmark, and
Okay.
I'm sure you have something because I'm basically looking for like things that like I couldn't find, like only people that live there know about, things like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I have one already.
Okay. Well, what's IED about? Is it about the explosives, or is it about something else?
So double entendre with the name. It's called Inhale, Expire, and Die was going to be the full name of the song, but I was like, ID, it's explosive, baby, And it's kind of about our ability as a community to actually band together and create positive change rather than being, individuals, keyboard warriors, etc. And banding together and be stronger to take people in power out of power.
That's heavy.
And
I like it.
thank you, man. Somebody, a critic online said Lives Lost navigates the waters of human emotion perfectly. And I was like, the one emotion I feel like we as a band have not explored yet is anger. And I think that there's some anger in this song,
Okay.
So,
Do you think it's in the dynamics of the music more?
yeah, absolutely.
It seems like it's a little bit heavier.
It starts off and it's like quieter, and then you get angry at yourself, right? Because the lyrics, you try to change the world, you can't even change what's on the inside, and then the big angry riff comes in, and I think the song kind of builds from there and gets angrier and angrier, and then ends with you chilling out but still realizing you're like a failure in a sense.
Where should I stop it, or should I?
Oh,
Maybe
just
we'll let
play
this
the
one go.
whole thing. Let
Let's
the
let
people hear
let's
it.
let this one go. I want to hear it in cans. You pick up a lot of things.
Yeah.
All right, here is the newest Lives Lost single called IED, and it's not about the explosive device, unless it is for you. If you can I don't know. I'm not going to say anything more about it. It's your song.
Up for fan interpretation for sure.
I can't wait to see this live though. This is going to be. Yeah.
Thank you.
Here it is. Check it out.
Feel stuck inside of me. If you can try to change the world, you won't change what's on the inside. time, spoon feeding us lies. Hypnotized nationwide to the time. Can't change the minds, nothing is wrong, it's fine. Stop the masses, raise the price of gases. Look down on them, your shining glasses. Take it all away until there's nothing left for future generations. Read between the lines. If we hope to survive, we must open our eyes, or we'll just all in the unexpired day. Let's lie and just save it out until there's nothing left except the outline. I want you to be American the free. You're a sin, trapped in eternity. Nothing is real, fake insecurity. There's nothing left for me. No one here is free. Read between the lines. If we hope to survive, we must open our eyes, or we'll just all in the unexpired We are people capable of great change, and we stand for nothing. We will fall for anything. They want us to fall, and if we unite, we can turn the tide. Without wars, there can be no justice, no peace. Doctored learning just to live and lie, harboring disasters in disguise. Now the time has come to deem and we're free. Nothing here tells me that we are free. You try to change the world, you won't change what's on the inside.
Jesus. There you go. Had to have a crowd going at the end.
I love it.
That's awesome, dude. I mean, my goodness, you're gonna do that as a 3-piece. It just sounds like there's so much stuff going on, and
Yeah.
I can't imagine that as a 3-piece. But I'm going to see it. I will
You
be-
are.
I'll be front and
You
center.
are. We
with the
might,
gimbal.
who knows? Maybe my bass player ends up being able to do it. So our live guy, Chad, he's just jack of all trades, human Swiss Army knife
That's awesome.
of musicians. Guy can sing, play guitar, play bass. He rips. We love Chad.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Maybe we have Gabe, our bass player, there too. I gotta hit him up. We actually haven't talked about the show in a minute. So
Tell him the guy from Acute Mania Live is coming up, and he must be there. You know,
I love that.
I don't have any credit for anything, so I can't even get, I can't even get Hilton to up my rewards points for staying with them. You know, I'm a
bitches.
dedicated member of the rewards program for Hilton, and they won't. I'm sure I'm not the only one though. You know, there's millions of other people that have that.
Probably.
I don't want to. I'm going to get my plugs out of the way now. That way we can move on. But I have a really good band from Philadelphia. I've never had a band from Philadelphia yet. Can you believe that? I've had your 265 tonight. The 265 guests, I've not had anybody from Philadelphia yet. But next Wednesday I will, and they're called No Trees Touch the Sky.
I love those guys. No way.
You know them?
They're good friends with Lives Lost. We love
Hell
them.
yes.
And actually, our bass player Gabe's other band, Misery,
Nice.
they're really tight with them. Chris and the rest of the guys, amazing. Great set of pipes on that guy, and they write great music.
Yes, for sure. I can't wait to meet them and talk to them. I actually talked to them. I have this folder in my email. It's just long-term bands, and it's it's times when like you're chatting back and forth, and we can't really come to a good scheduling spot, so nobody really says anything. Like I don't say anything and they don't say anything, so I put them to get them out of my inbox. I put them in that folder. So then every once in a while I'll revisit that folder just to see out of that list, who was I really talking to, who really wanted to do it. Some bands just don't respond anymore, and that's fine. Whatever, they're lost. You know what I mean? So no treats touch the sky was in there, and I last talked to them in February, and I was like, hey, Chris was who I was talking to, and I was like, hey, are you guys so interested in doing the show? I'll ask one time, and then if they don't respond or if they beat around the bush, I'll be like, all right. But they're like, oh yes, yeah, we'd love to schedule. So right away we scheduled, and next Wednesday at 7 p.m. 7 p.m.
Well, next Wednesday, 7 p.m. Tune in. No Trees Touch the Sky.
You should
right
co-host.
here.
You should co-host with me.
Co-host. What
Co-host.
day?
I mean, you know them, right? I mean, you probably know some deep dark secrets about them that.
No, definitely not. We played with them maybe twice now. They're great guys, though. I
don't want to put any pressure on anybody. And then Thursday. So I'm kind of doing a back-to-back thing because it was
double back.
It was originally Friday, but the one of the guys couldn't do it. But okay, so the very first I've been able to feature 21 other countries on this show, which is
nice,
crazy. But the very first band that I had on from outside of the United States was Rats Will Feast from Finland. And those guys are coming back next Thursday, and I can't wait to talk to them. They have several things lined up that I can't mention. That's for them to mention, and I swore that I wouldn't say anything. I mean, I know what's coming up, but I think some of the things have been announced. But follow them on socials and stuff. Rats Will Feast. It's all capital letters from Finland, and their stuff is just freaking nuts. And I can't wait to talk to them again. I actually watched that show recently, and I was very awkward because it was beginning of the show, and I think it was actually on Facebook. It was that long ago. So Rats Will Feast will be on next Thursday at 3 p.m. They're 6 hours ahead, so let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3 p.m. 3 p.m. Eastern. So, and I think hopefully my buddy Tom in London will join me for co-host that one because I like to get him in the ones that are early for me, but he's 5 hours ahead. They're 6 hours ahead.
Yeah.
So perfect,
I love that.
See about that. But that's what I have coming up in the near future. Of course, traveling to see you on the 16th. I got the Hilton in downtown Harrisburg. It looks fabulous. And
nice.
They didn't give me a discount at all, but I'm gonna ask to speak with the manager when I'm there and see if I can't work something out with them in the future. I don't know how they do with corporate stuff, but we'll see.
Being a Darren.
Yeah. And then let's see. What is it? Okay, so this is only the second. So I'm looking way too far ahead here. Well, not really. Okay, on the 12th. This is cool. This is really cool. So right before the week that I'm coming there, on the 12th, which is Sunday, Confessions of a Traitor. They're from London. Okay, I've had them on twice. I've had them on twice, and I actually went and saw them. I probably told you about this on the last show because I'd seen them previous to that. But they're coming to Morgantown, which is like 30 minutes north of me, and playing with the same band that I saw them with, Convictions. Same band I saw them with before, and they're badass too. So I can't wait to see them.
Convictions is badass.
On the 12th. That's all I have.
I love that.
Other than the mini Statue of Liberty in the middle of the river. Now, you got to tell me about this. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know about the mini set. Yeah, you.
I had no idea about that.
Every time we go and shoot a music video, we pass it.
Yeah,
very wild.
It's got an interesting.
It's going out of town. It's going towards the boonies, Perry Connie, and we love that little statue. It's been there a long while.
That's the second one.
Really
that's
cool
the second
history.
one. It's the second one that's been there right here. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Very cool history.
Yep.
That I cannot do off the top of my head, but still cool nonetheless. I have an even more obscure landmark.
Right. That's what I want to hear. Yes.
So two. I got two.
Okay.
One is Dinosaur Rock, which is outside of where I grew up. It's a formation of rocks that looks like a dinosaur.
Okay.
It's a local hiking spot. So, and quite possibly where I, as an adolescent, used to go to smoke weed to not be around my parents.
Everybody's got that spot. Yep.
Yeah. Too funny for sure.
Yep.
I was delinquent. Anyway, we got that,
No.
and we got up the road a little bit. There's another like off the path hiking trail called Thousand Steps. It's a bunch of rocks with caverns underneath it.
Is that any relation to the Indian cave thing? What was it?
No, Indio Echo Caverns is actually 5 minutes from my house. Kind of crazy.
Okay.
Very neat spot. No relation to that though, I don't believe.
Okay. Now I'm gonna have I don't have to like be home extra early on Friday. I don't know
Okay.
how much we're gonna be partying on Thursday, but I don't, checkout's at 11. I know that. I always try to. They always give me an extension though because I'm I'm a night owl. But there's a I don't know if you've heard of this one. The John Goodway sycamore tree.
That sounds familiar.
The
Not
massive
off the
sycamore
top of my
tree,
head.
one of the largest in the state. It says.
Wow.
I just kind of just clicked on it.
We love our nature here in Pennsylvania.
Oh, I didn't even think about the Hotel Hershey. I could have stayed there.
Yes, you could have. I was gonna say that, but I was like, he's got his Hilton honors.
Oh, they're not honored by Hilton.
No.
But still, I mean, like I can make an exception for next time I come up for the Lim show.
Yeah.
I'll stay there for the Lim show. Well,
Nice.
it's probably going to be booked up because of the it's the
The
season.
park.
'Tis the season for the park to be
Park
open.
season, baby. Yeah.
Is it already open? I'm sure. Or is it open
Yes,
year round?
yeah.
Is it open all year? Like, did they?
No, it on and off opens.
Yeah.
So
Have you been there since you were last on the show?
no.
Why
Damn.
not?
Actually, I gotta ask my wife. Hey, babe, when's the last time we were at Hershey Park? Oh, where is she? She's
She probably left the house. 'cause
out
you're
here
gone.
cleaning, probably. Yeah, she was so tired of me talking to her. I gotta ask.
I'm out of here. She says, "I'm going to Hershey Park."
When's the last time we were at Hershey Park? Last year? Last summer? Oh man, early last summer then.
You know what? If we don't go to the if I don't go to the Indian Echo, whatever it is, in the Statue of Liberty or this stupid tree, damn it, I'm going to Hershey Park just to eat a candy bar.
Absolutely.
Do they still
you
have
gotta the parking there is astronomical,
I'm
but
sure it
you
is.
gotta check out Chocolate World and Hershey Park while you're
I'll
in
just take a
town.
lift from the hotel because I get points. I get honors points if I take a lift.
Dude, you're all about the honors points. I respect
It
that.
counts.
That is-
It
does.
well,
It does.
When I went and saw Confessions of a Traitor in Ohio, we stayed in Cleveland that night, and
Okay.
and it was the newest like hotel in Cleveland. It was gigantic. I can't remember how many floors, but I mean it was taller than hell. And I'm not used to that shit. Like when I go to Pittsburgh, I'm still amazed by it. I'm one of those guys that like, man, that's a tall building. You know, I look like a tourist. But it was the new Hilton, and I really wanted to stay there, so I used like 30,000 points plus paid $200 just to stay there. You know what I mean?
Oh my
So
god.
it counts. All the points count. You know.
All the points add up, man. It's
They
like
do.
air miles, you know?
And you know the more you get, then you get to like a diamond status, and then they really care about you. You know what I mean?
For that.
You're not just a patron or something. I don't know. Yeah, those are. I'm gonna do a contest. I'm probably gonna have to do this like halfway through the year on these landmarks because I'm getting really good ones. Like in Chicago, I bring this up every show, but in Chicago there's a shit fountain. It actually says shit fountain on the side of it, and it's a pile of shit. That's good.
Wow.
I mean that's so like I'm gonna take
Only in Chicago, you know?
I'm gonna take all these landmarks or statues of certain episodes that the ones that were hilarious and make a contest, and I don't know what you'll win. Maybe a passes to Hershey Park, maybe. I don't know. For everyone. Or
I
for
love
whoever
that.
wins. For whoever wins, I don't know. I'm probably just like a merch package from the show or something. I don't know. We'll see. But I think it would be a good thing, and then for the next one, see if you can top the last winner, kind of deal. 'Cause
I like
there's-
that. That's a good
There's
idea.
a lot of landmarks out there that people that live in these places know about, and they've known about their entire lives. They just take it for granted because they see it all the time. But it never gets advertised. It's not on the tourist sites or anything. There's no way I'd be able to find it just by looking up the city. And there's a lot. There's been some things. It's been some things. Well, all right. So we're about what 2 weeks out, right, of the show.
Yes, sir.
We're going to be partying at the Bunkhouse. I know nothing about this place. Tell me a little bit
Partying.
about the Bunkhouse if you can.
This is actually our first time there. It's
Okay.
a newer venue. It used to be a fire hall, like the community fire hall, and now it is a venue and thrift store. Very neat spot. And Carlisle's neat. It has one of the most prestigious law schools in the country, Dickinson Private College.
Gotcha.
Yep. So Carlisle's an old area, very nice
I've
to.
been to Carlisle one time for a car show.
I was just gonna ask if it was for the car
Shocking,
show.
I know, yeah, because they're pretty much known for the cars at Carlisle and all that stuff.
Yes, sir.
It was around the time of the first Fast and Furious movie,
Nice.
and I had a '94 Eclipse. I did not enter
Nice.
into the contest because it was no shape to do that. But I was one of those guys that rode around and played rap music on my system in the streets of Carlisle. I was one of those guys.
that.
So I have been there once. It's been a long time since I've been up that way. And hey, puppy dog!
Say
The
hi, Otis.
This
This is my pride and joy.
It's Otis.
Oh,
Oh, kisses. You say that's Otis?
that is Otis.
Otis. I should do a segment on the pets of Acute Mania Live because there's several people that have pets in here.
Oh, Opie. My other dog just walked in too.
What is it? Oh, who's that one?
Say hi, Opal. This is Opal.
Hi, Opal. Hello.
Ah,
Hello. What are you doing?
She hates being picked up.
She doesn't look like it. She wants hugs.
What? What did Daddy do? She's so cute. She's such a smart girl.
Sid just said Otis is the #1 fan of Lives Lost.
That's actually Otis loves when I sing. It's kind of so cute. It's not kind of, it is so cute.
You should do a promotion video of that, and post
Oh,
it.
that's a good idea. Boogie, am I going to sing to you for a TikTok video? Am I? He's so funny. So Opal's tail is a weapon. She's a pit bull with a not cropped tail.
Okay.
And
Oh, shit,
pit bull
yeah.
tail is dangerous. They're whoop, 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 whoop. They whack the shit
They knock
out
everything
of you.
off the coffee table. yeah.
Otis, when he walks past her to get somewhere, he goes and like clenches his eyes almost shut. It's hilarious. I've
He's
never
been
had a
whipped
dog
several
do that.
times, and he's sick of being whipped by the.
That's exactly what happened. He hates it. Dude, what happened? Did your brother
Well,
sneak
I will
past
see you. I will see you in the short 2 weeks.
Yes,
I'm-
2 weeks. And
I'm planning on
maybe
coming
you
up
catch
early.
double shows that weekend, you know? No, I'm just
Well,
kidding.
I have a lot of. I would, but I got to spread some stuff out because I'm supposed to see Sunbreak in near Charlotte on the 25th, I believe.
Oh,
I-
very
I
cool.
haven't-
I love Charlotte. Where are they playing Charlotte?
Gastonia actually, so it's beyond.
Okay.
like, it's a little bit beyond.
Okay. I was gonna say
Um,
we played at the Milestone Club there. Amazing.
I've been to Milestone twice just to see people. Yeah, the place is cool. It's
It's the shit. It's the shit. You can say it.
Oh, you guys need to come down this way and play. I said that on
would
the
love
last
to.
show, and
We actually.
you haven't done it yet. And hit me up,
Yeah.
and we'll play with you. Our band will play with you.
Okay, sounds good to me. I'm
And,
into
and I'll
it.
get there's a band in Akron that I just had on recently called Solio. We'll get them, and we'll converge in West Virginia and play.
Love
And
that.
Sid will run the merch table for all of us.
I love that.
I
Yo,
love
Sid, you're coming out on tour now. I'm just kidding.
Hopefully, well, Sid had to hit subscribe to be able to chat. So thanks for hitting subscribe. Do not redact it because I am like this close to 500 subscribers. It was
Yeah.
$4.98. It's got to be $4.99 now because of Sid, but I need one freaking more just to. This is
I
my
gotta
goal.
see if I'm subscribed. If I'm not subscribed, I'll go subscribe.
That'd be a horrible thing if you weren't. Don't tell me if you weren't subscribed. Just go ahead and subscribe.
I think I am, but
That wasn't him.
listen, I have like 5 different accounts, so probably one of them I'm not.
We should subscribe with all of them. That counts.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
do
You
that.
know.
Do that for sure. Wait there for like 5 minutes. Let me talk to you for a little bit after I kill the live stream.
Sounds good.
Just for a second. I won't keep you very long. I know it's.
I'll be right
Thursday.
back.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. So I'm going to see Lives Lost and Reign of Z and Divide the Fall on May the 16th. It's a Thursday night. So if you're in that area, come on up and or down or over and see the show. It's at the Bunkhouse in Carlisle. So, and if you want to hang out afterwards, I'll be at the Hilton in Harrisburg. Sid, thanks for watching. She said, I'm so down. If it was worth it. Yeah. So, yeah, I look forward to meeting you at some point. whichever show. I'll try to come up to another show. I'm not sure about the Limb show just because there's so much other things happening. Other bands.
Can't wait to meet you in real life. Sorry, I had to. Use
Well,
the
I mean,
restroom.
don't get too excited. It's not everything you think it might be. I do want autographs on something though, so be prepared.
Okay.
Piece of. Oh, I collect set lists now, so set list would be good.
All right.
Sign that one. Yeah.
I'll
I'm
bring you a
looking at
set
my-
list.
I don't think I have. I'm not forgetting anything. I was just telling everybody about the something. Oh, about the show at the Bunkhouse at Carlisle.
Oh yeah.
I will see you there, and maybe we'll do a little spot live thing just on Instagram or something. Just to
That would be cool, man. I was
I don't
thinking
do that very often, just because I never know about reception and stuff. But I always have my gimbal with me, and I always take videos and photos of while you guys are
love
playing,
that.
and just different events throughout the evening, and I post things all the time. So.
Hell yeah.
Oh, one other thing I do want to promote, and this is just me. This is not even really the show. Yes, there's the other podcast, but it hasn't even come out yet, so don't even worry about that. I released a techno song that will be out Tuesday.
Nice. Congrats.
Thank you. Acute Mania Live. So the word acute, or the phrase acute mania, came from what I used to play electronic music a lot, and all that stuff's still on SoundCloud. You can still search it and listen to it. It's mediocre at best, but it's just fun to do it. And so I have a new song called Quietus coming out on Tuesday. And it's going to be part of a compilation album, and you're welcome. You're welcome to join this also. It's going to be a bunch of songs, but it's got to be in the realm of like EDM or house or techno. And it doesn't even have to be Lives Lost. It could just be you if you want, it could be, or you and somebody else. I mean, but I mean, I can put it on there as as Lives Lost just so people know, because it's going to be former guests music that's in that genre. And it'll be all on this compilation album, and it'll be released whenever it's done. Probably never. But we can release the songs. We can keep releasing the songs, as they're created. And so I thought I would just take charge and put mine out there. So
No, I like that. That's
Tuesday.
awesome.
The Spotify pre-save. I don't know how does that even work? Does it help with analytics and stuff? I mean, you would know since you're
Yeah,
kinda new
so
to that.
if you get X amount, I can't remember the number. If you get X amount of pre-saves, the algorithm gives you a little bumpy.
Gotcha.
It's a significant number though. I feel like it's like 1,000 or something. It's something
I
dumb.
don't get that, but yeah. Tell
Um,
your friends. Tell your
But
friends.
yeah, go and hit that link, guys.
Yeah, there's actually, I'll send you a follow on Instagram. I made an account. It's just Acute Mania Music, all one word.
Okay.
Add Acute Mania Music on Instagram. It's just so and nobody else in the band does social media as much as I do, especially Instagram. So I have the Deviant Cause page. I have the old band Natural Cause. I have Acute Mania Music, and I have Acute Mania Live.
Oh shit! So you got
I need a manager. I need a you to
Listen,
manage.
I actually have been thinking about taking on some clients for that, so we can talk.
You should. I'm telling you, because you're good at what people want to hear. I'm not good at that stuff. I can make visuals and posts and things, and sometimes, but that stuff where it's personable. People like when you're personable, and I've never really even done that with this show. Like especially on Instagram. Like I don't really get on there and do anything like that. People like that.
Yeah, it can be tough, man.
People like that.
People like it. People really like it.
I figured we'd end the show tonight with some Raina Z, and this song's a little bit older. I'm kind of anxious to hear their newer stuff, especially live, because I've seen them several times actually. They actually came down the second time they were on. It was a couple of years ago. They came down from Pittsburgh and played an acoustic show in my living room, and they at that point they had never played anything acoustic, any of their stuff, and it was phenomenal. But it's up on the thing if you want to watch it. You can see it. It's on YouTube. If you want to watch that episode, I actually haven't watched that in a long time, but it's them doing their acoustic stuff. It's pretty good. But I figured we'd listen to Dysmorphia because it's one of my favorite ones that they do, and hopefully they'll play that at the thing, at the Bunkhouse. So I will talk to you just for a little bit here in a little bit, but we'll end the show with Raina Z. Tell the folks where they can get you and plug yourself. Go.
Thank you. I am Santa from Lives Lost again. Thank you for having me, Scott. You can get any and all Lives Lost content at Lives Lost Band on all of the socials. We're on every single streaming app. Just look up Lives Lost. You can start with our song Letting Go Ghosts, Champagne, something real easy to digest. Thank you guys for having me again. Tannis from Lives Lost out.
Sid says the subs are 500. Thank you. Okay. No. Thank you, Tannis. I will see you in a short 2 weeks. Practice up because I'm going to be in the front with my gimbal. Okay?
All right. Sound good to me.
I'll talk to you here in a second. Everybody else, I will see you for sure. Sometimes I schedule shows, that I didn't think I was going to be scheduling, but I will be back for sure next Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern with no, what are they called? What are they called, Tannis? Where'd he go? He left me.
No, I'm here. I'm here.
Oh, no trees touch the sky. That's what they're called. I was trying to have you help me with that. Yeah, I'm going to change the marquee. I'm going to attempt to do it in a small amount of time. But thank you, Tannis. I will see you, and I will see everybody else next Wednesday at 7. Bye bye.
I am not enough.